What's going on, everybody? This is Dennis Smith of the Alternate Timeline. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm kind of in the Marvel mood. I'm in the MCU mood. Haven't done a Marvel video in a long time. So I kind of want to do one today. Specifically, want to talk about Echo because the more we keep hearing about this show, the more interested I become in the show, actually. So before I actually get into it, super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you would. Also follow the socials. That's at the alt time will be in the description below. Always trying to engage, trying to do different things, give back, always doing prizes and giveaways. So definitely hit us up on the socials. Also, if you're interested in possibly doing some writing or possibly doing a collab with me or getting on a live stream with me or something like that, or if you just want to hang out in general with like-minded people that talk about all the things that we love to talk about, feel free to join the Discord. The Discord will be in the description below as well. I have big plans for it. And of course, you all are invited. So definitely feel free. It will be in the description below, like I just said. So hit that up. Now that that's out the way, before I dive into Echo specifically, I wanted to talk a little bit about the MCU and feel however you want to feel about the Disney Plus shows. Not every show is meant for everyone. I'm a firm believer in that. I've always said that view the MCU nowadays as a comic book store. Pick and choose what you're really interested in and then go from there. So one word I would describe these Disney Plus shows is, to me, honestly, would be consistent. Whether that's a good or bad thing, some have hit and some haven't, and that's okay. But there seems to definitely be some kind of specific template or formula that's in place for them to build off of. I think the ones that maybe didn't hit as well with me definitely did hit with other people, and that's lovely. Like, that's the great part about this whole thing. So being critical is one thing for sure, but ultimately I personally love just being a part of the world of the MCU in general. So that's how I see things. Also kind of have this theory with these Disney Plus shows that the ones that we feel aren't going to be all that interesting are the ones that they go the hardest on to make them interesting, in my opinion. Usually a character that we don't know too much about or feel like we may not care about a whole show with them starring as the main character, I feel they pour a lot more into those. That's just my personal opinion, and I think Echo might fall under that category. So the first thing I wanted to bring up with this show is the change in format, going from weekly episodes to the binge model for Echo, and this will be the MCU's first time doing so, dropping the whole show at once on November 29th, and this will give the MCU fans a different look. So fans have been very, very critical of the 6 episodes weekly format. I get that. My biggest complaint is the 3 o'clock in the morning drops. People are sacrificing, willing to stay up and be tired and cranky for a show. It better be good. It better be a hit. That's my biggest thing. And so, like, I think that they could improve on just like the little things like that, just making it not 3 o'clock in the morning, but that's a discussion for a whole different time. So of course, with Echo dropping all 6 episodes at once, fans are of course on both sides of the spectrum. Some, including myself, think it's a very nice change of pace, something new, something fresh. Others believe that it's Marvel that doesn't have faith in the Echo show, so they're dropping it all at once. Plus all the production troubles that we heard about in the past with this show. Because of course, if you're tuned in like we all are, you know entirely too much about what's going on behind the scenes in the MCU. That's just how it is these days. But let's be honest, there's going to be people that hate this show no matter what, for the reasons that everybody is aware of. It's a lady with power. It is what it is. The good thing is we won't have to hear about that hate for 6 straight weeks. It'll just all be at once. So that's fine. I expect the show to do pretty well despite all of that, because you will get those people that will go out of their way to see specifically Daredevil and Kingpin, who are said to appear in this show. But my interest really is in Alaqua Cox, Maya Lopez, or better known as Echo. The synopsis on this show reads as: first introduced in the Hawkeye series, Maya will have to deal with her actions from the past catching up to her. She'll basically be tested and come face to face with her past In doing so, she will reconnect with her Native American roots and really embrace who she is. So Maya Lopez is a deaf Native American superhero who is a master combatant. In Marvel lore, she possesses photographic reflexes and superhuman physicality. She can basically adapt to many different fighting styles, but maybe like a less extreme Taskmaster in a way. Obviously a street hero in the same vein as a Daredevil. He can't see, she can't hear. They're part of the same street world, so to say. But here's where things are getting interesting with this show. And this is a spoiler warning, of course, rumor mill central. So obviously, who knows for real if it's 100% accurate. Coming specifically from Can We Get Toast on Twitter, who is a scooper who seems to have inside sources, but of course take with a grain of salt. But apparently mystical supernatural elements are involved with this show and are involved with this character Maya Lopez. Now, I'm not too familiar with Echo from the comics, but from just looking things up and from what I've been hearing from people that are more familiar than me, is that the Phoenix Force was once drawn to Maya Lopez and chose her as its host. So the mystical supernatural elements aren't a completely new thing surrounding this character. So digging deeper into the spoilers, and this is your warning if you don't want to know, but Maya Lopez is said to have 3 main powers that will be revealed in this show, which...
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Has my attention. Her first main power comes from her tattoos and manifests on her hands, which will give her enhanced strength, and the big point of emphasis is that it's related to her ancestors. Her second big power is said to be sharpshooting abilities. Her tattoos would also be the source of these abilities, in which she will be able to manifest some sort of gun, weapon, which is also empowered by her ancestry. And her third power, which sounds pretty damn cool if it's done well, is that along with her enhanced speed and durability, she will have the ability to determine the trajectory of a person or item's movements. It's being described as similar to the Sharingan from the anime Naruto, also coming from a set of tattoos connecting her with her past. So tattoos connecting her with her past and being the source of her power sounds really cool to me. So I'm a big tattoo guy in general. I have a good amount of them on my body, from my chest, my stomach, my back, my arms, and every single one of them carries meaning to me. So the whole connecting to the past with tattoos through tattoos is hard to me. Like, that is extremely tough to me. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And are you kidding me with the whole anime Sharingan inspiration? Naruto was my first anime that I ever watched. It's the anime that made me fall in love with anime. So I'm already feeling that power. But like I said, take this with a grain of salt. We don't know for sure. But if indeed true, it could be the MCU's way of trying to make Maya Lopez a lot more interesting of a character since we first met her in Hawkeye. And the fact that she's not like a huge popular character that everyone knows about. Like a few years back, I didn't know who Echo was. So it could be their way of boosting up this character. I know for myself, I'll probably be able to vibe with this character very well based off of the whole tattoo and anime inspiration alone. So I'm very looking forward to seeing her and what they do with this character. And of course, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio as Daredevil and Kingpin will be an added bonus cherry on top, of course. So yeah, I'm very much so looking forward to binge watching this show. I think it's a good thing, a fresh way to give us some MCU content that hopefully they'll continue to do in the future as well. So let me know what you guys think of the Echo show. Are you excited for the MCU's first binge watching opportunity? If what we're hearing is true about Maya Lopez and her powers, how does that make you feel? What are you looking forward to seeing the most with this show? Let me know in the comment section down below. So thank you for tuning in once again. I will have an article out about some of the things I just talked about with this Echo show. It will be in the description down below with added sources, of course, but super smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more videos and more content. I am Dennis Smith. This is the Alternate Timeline, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Shout out to the Marvel fans, man. They know what they doing.
Listen.